Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while and today I'm just making a video filming a makeup routine.
Another one.
I don't know why I have the giggles. I feel really awkward because I haven't been on here. If you are interested in watching a makeup look, then go ahead and keep on watching. I don't exactly know what it is. I don't even know what I want to use. So I'm going to use my Dose of Colors Desi Katie collaboration, the Friendcation palette. This is one of my, first of all-time favorite palettes ever. I think some of the shades, like this shade's that junk. I do not know what I want to do here. I'm going to jump into the eyebrows first because that's normally what I do. So I just bought the Patrick Ta Shaping Wax, the clear one for, I don't know why, I just need eyebrow help. This is gonna be my second time using it, so like let me see if I can play around with it a little bit better. But like, not gonna lie, like I was a little disappointed on like the results after I used this. I kind of like my brow hair. How do I explain it? It's just has a mind of its own. So something like this is really appealing to me, and I don't know. I'm gonna try it again. Anyways, let me stop talking crap and I'm gonna try it, and if it doesn't work out, I'll let you know. Surprised me on how much they actually give you in the pan. It's really shallow. It worked pretty good. A little less hold than I thought it would have. I thought like if I brushed it through my eyebrows, it would just like hold everything up perfectly, but the directions say activate the formula with a drop of setting mist or water. Brush a spoolie or a firm brush into the pan to pick up a small amount of wax and brush through clean brows. I'm gonna regret putting my hair up in a bun because all these little baby hairs, they're gonna dry and they're just gonna go boing, like everywhere. Now that it's wet, I'm gonna use just like a regular disposable spoolie. And I wanna make sure to like cover everything like pretty evenly. So that's why I'm like making my eyebrows look crazy and brushing against the grain. Okay, and now to do like the feathered brow look, which I regret trimming this part because this is so long and I like need it long so that it like fills in the gaps over here. But I mean, there is just like no length right here, so I don't know. I don't know. I'm just trying to comb it into like a very like soft arch, like just a flowy, feathery direction. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I'm trying to do. Okay, now I'm gonna take the end of it and just kind of roll, because he said you can kind of press down and almost get that like laminated brow effect. And that doesn't look bad. I actually like that. Oh shoot. Okay, so like the difference is giving it to me. No matter what, this is better than like soap brows, because if I like go and use soap and I use any product, it's just harder to work with, because soap is, if it gets wet or like it like reactivates and it like wipes off your product, it's not the best thing to work with. So I'm happy that like he made like a sculpting wax like this. All right, I'm gonna do the other one. Oh my god. This reminds me of somebody's eyebrow right now and I can't think of it. Jack Nicholson? Alright, fix it, fix it. Alright, well that's gonna have to do. I'm gonna take my Sephora retractable brow pencil in chocolate and I'm gonna very lightly go over the patchy areas of my eyebrow. I'm not gonna get too crazy filling everything in. As long as I like achieve the shape that I want, I'm happy. I'm gonna go in with concealer and carve it out anyways, so then I can go back and kind of fill in even more hair. But I'm gonna just be very like natural with it. Okay, so I think I'm happy with where the brows are at right now. I'm gonna go ahead and use my IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. Yes, we is using her. This is just like my favorite brow sculpting concealer. It's really thick and creamy. It gives me the perfect amount of coverage. Drag it down the lid, get some more coverage. Good. Okay, so using my Morphe M165 brush, I'm going to kind of carve that puppy out. Okay, see, that looks so much better, a little bit more shaped up, but not like overly done. I don't want to do the top of my brow like I normally just kind of shape it out too, but I mean, sometimes I do a little bit of this just to sharpen the tail a bit, but other than that, I think that is good. I'm going to do the other brow off camera. So for eyeshadow primer, I'm going to be using the Sephora eye primer. I like this one because it's not super pigmented. And then I kind of just rub it on the under eye area too, because I always put eyeshadow there and I don't want to forget about it. I'm not going to use my translucent powder that I usually do over my wet primed eye. I'm just going to go right into the palette. So I'm going to go ahead and use this shade Necessary with like a fluffy crease brush. I don't know the number because nobody told me in the beginning if you clean your brush handles with alcohol, it'll just like remove paint and crap. So I don't really know my brushes. That's why I never really say the numbers. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and put that right in my crease. And I am just grabbing from the end of the brush handle because I want a lighter touch to the, I guess, like diffusion of the eyeshadow. Now I'm going to go in with Churro. And I'm going to put that on my outer corner and in my inner corner. I'm going to wipe the remaining residue on the back of my hand so that there's not that much eyeshadow left on the brush, and I'm going to barely just connect it over the middle. So I am going to deepen this back up with Cheens, and I'm going to put that in the same place where I just put Churro. I am going to go do the same thing, wipe it on the back of my hand, and then just drag it over into the middle. Kind of just like connect it so it doesn't like look too off. I guess I'm just doing a halo eye. So I'm going to do everything I just did to this eye real quick and I will be right back. So I'm going to go back in with my IT Cosmetics concealer, and I think I'm going to put it in the middle, blend it out a little bit, put something really light down over top of that, and then put some glitter over top of that. It's going to be around here. And then I do always try to like keep in mind like a triangle shape. I just think it looks better if it has like, if it comes down to a point. A little further to like the outer corner than I would like, so I'm just gonna like make it a little bit bigger. And then I just dab it with my finger. And then I take another clean brush and I just kind of blend it. It's really easy if you like do it like this and you're not having a lot of product on your eye. Like you just don't use a lot of concealer. It's easier to move it around and keep everything where you want it to be. I am going to go in Basic, and I'm just going to dip my finger in there and kind of press that on top of where I just placed that concealer. I'm going to use my favorite shade, Just a Kiss. It's like this sparkly gold reflect. I'm going to go ahead and press that over right where I put Basic. Okay, and for the bottom, I'm just gonna go ahead and start off with Churro, that medium brown warm shade, and just really honestly match up what I did on the top. Now I'm gonna go back into Cheens, that deep dark brown shade, and then I'm gonna press that into my lash line and just barely blend it out. I don't want it to like consume my lower lash line, but I do want to like exaggerate the lash. Now I'm going to go ahead and put a nude eye pencil on. This pencil is a really good pencil. I've just had it for forever, so I just surprised it's lasted me this long, but it's a really good one. I always take a brush and kind of clean up the lashes because sometimes the eyeliner gets on them and it doesn't look like clean. The mascara that I'm going to put on, I'm using the Too Faced Better Than Sex. This is one of my favorites. It's like really black and super lengthening and not really clumpy. So this is my go-to. So I'm going to use my No Pore Blum priming water. I'm just going to drip this on my face. It's just the easiest for me. And I know you guys are already noticed my skin right now. 2 words: quarantine snacks. For foundation, I'm going to be using my Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation, and this one's in Ivory. It's a really beautiful foundation, and it's like buildable coverage, but it's very, to me, very like beautiful, natural, full coverage, if there's such a thing. I'm going to be using the Hourglass Vanish Concealer in Cotton. Like, I have to be so careful that the concealer does not spill all on the outside. A little goes a long way. That's a couple uses of concealer. Like, I don't want to see that. But the actual formula is beautiful. It's super hydrating. And I've noticed, like, I get a lot less creasing when it comes to this. It's also waterproof, so it's very, like, resistant to anything, like, I don't know, like everyday like sweat or rain or anything like that, so I really love it. I mean, look at this coverage. This is so red and splotchy, and like my jawline ain't no joke right now, okay? I got a lot of stuff going on. I'm gonna move right into contour, my good old cream contour palette. I just don't really have any new like bronzer or contour stuff. So this is what you guys are gonna get. I'm gonna use my typical fave shade to contour with. I'm gonna use Fawn, and I'm gonna warm it up on the back of my hand just in case. Also, it's gonna like help diffuse the color on the brush. Okay, so next I'm going to be using my favorite cream blush. It's in Work by Milk. I just like to smile and just dab it on there. And then I do bring it on my temple area. And just a little bit on my nose. Now that this is all blended out, I'm going to be using my Laura Mercier translucent powder. I'm going to go into my Milani Baked Bronzer in Dolce. Sometimes I don't go back over with bronzer, but I think that it just softens up the contour and gives your face like the natural warmth that you're looking for. Natural. Oh my god, my baby hairs are getting out of control. For a highlighter, I'm going to be using the Extra Dimension Skin Finish in Whisper of Guilt. I always like to almost like bring it up into that brow arch highlight. I'm gonna spray my chest and shoulders with the setting spray. And now I'm gonna go back in with my MAC highlighter. And while it's wet, I'm just gonna kind of place that on areas I want to highlight. Now I'm going to go in with my Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. So I don't have that many like nude lipsticks or anything. One of my favorite is it's dirty, don't mind me, but the Kylie Lip Kit in Exposed. It's one of my favorite nudes because it's like really like, I don't know, like I want to say earthy toned, like, I don't know, just like good nude. So I'm going to use it. Since I did that very sloppy, I'm going to go ahead and carve it out with some concealer before I put the liquid lipstick on. This is the Dose of Colors gloss in The Most. This is also the Dizzy Katie collection. This is beautiful. This just has like gold and cherry reflex in it. That is just stunning for the lips. I'm going to take my brow pencil that I used earlier from Sephora and I'm going to dot my moles because I love them and I feel like they make me feel unique and beautiful. So I always go back and darken them up. Okay guys, that's it. This is my final look. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If there's anything that comes to mind when it comes to tutorials that you would like to see or something that you would like to learn about, please either comment that or, I don't know, Instagram me, DM me, email me. I don't know, I would love to hear that kind of stuff. I haven't been as active as I would like to be on this platform, so if there's anything that comes to mind, it would really help me with the tutorials because I do struggle with like ideas and stuff sometimes. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it and I will see you in the next one.